Hi, this is Liam O'Gogran here. It's Friday, November the 11th, 2023. I'm up here in Machaire Rabhartaigh, the pier from which you can get the boat to Tory. And in the background here you can just see the service area for motorhomes. One of the things that has happened over the last 18 months or so is the Donegal County Council have gone to the trouble of carrying out a survey on the use and facilities for motorhomes and campers in the county of Donegal, and they've set aside certain service areas where people can empty their toilets and fill with fresh water, and this is one of them here. It's in a car park in this building area, which is at the pier in Machaire Rabhartaigh, where many motorhomes from all over Europe often gather around here. And this is one of the typical units you might find, particularly in France, sometimes in Germany, etc., which has the facility to empty your toilet waste in here. Just empty your cassette in there, and then you push that to get it clean, and you have access to fresh water there. Now again, I'm not sure whether this is working or not, but the situation here is over the summer I visited here. I don't live too far away, but love to come up here, meet other motorhomers. And what I found at this place here, that unit, that bay area that you see to the left in here, this was a parked car, and it was there on a number of occasions. Looked like it was permanent there. And also I see this a gas tank here, which prevents any vehicle getting in here. So, you know, I decided I would lodge a complaint and give feedback to Donegal County Council in relation to this, because I mean, if we have any sense of creating a tourist friendly environment in our area, then we really shouldn't have facilities here that are not in shape. And after, I must say, I wrote initially to the Chief Executive of Donegal County Council, and only after a reminder did he finally come back to me and say he sent this on to the officials in his department who were responsible for this. However, I did receive a couple of days ago a response which I need to acknowledge, and I think it's important to reflect on this, because I put this commentary up on Facebook in a Facebook group, Total Motorhome Ireland, because lots of those people have a common interest in the quality of motorhoming in Ireland and in welcoming our foreign visitors and friends. And what struck me and surprised me was how many people basically were saying, look, keep quiet, if you give out about these things, maybe they'll take away the few resources that we have. And I was really shocked that people would be so deferential to power, and so feeling that, you know, the way to respond to poor standards is to say nothing and hope that they won't get worse. So I am delighted to read maybe out the response here from the Director of Services for Economic Development, Information Systems and Emergency Services for Donegal County Council. And I just want to go on record to say that this man, Garry Martin, he has given what I consider to be a very professional response. So he said, "Dear Mr. O'Gogran, I wish to acknowledge the receipt of your email to the Chief Executive on the 18th of October 2022 and apologise for my delay in reverting to you. The Chief Executive had asked that I follow up on your query. I'd like to thank you for bringing your recent experience at the Air to Service unit at Machaire Rabhartaigh to our attention. The Council appreciates and relies on members of the public to highlight issues of concern, particularly where a less than satisfactory service exists. I can confirm that a member of staff visited the site in Machaire Rabhartaigh in recent times and discovered a number of issues accessing the unit. These issues are being addressed in consultation with the owners of the park and property, and again I'd like to thank you for flagging the matter to the Council." And then he goes on to give a reference there to where information on campervan and motorhome service is available online. So just one, I'm really pleased and thank Garry Martin for being upfront, being professional. This is, I mean, it's no less than I expect, but you know, in the experience of many of the people who are writing in the Total Motorhome Ireland, of living in Ireland, where You know, we have been forced to live for 800 years essentially under the thumb of people, that we have lost sight of what the idea of world-class service and quality standards. You know, it does what it says on the tin. So I didn't just to say, Jerry or Gary, I'm going to respond to your email later today, but I hadn't come back to you over the last couple of days, so I wanted to visit this site for myself and just see what happened. So what I can report here today is, yes, this area here, and you can see the yellow bars here, so this should be kept clear, right? It's a clear way so that vehicles can get in here. Now, obviously this is not going to be sorted out overnight, but just from a pure engineering point of view, this is completely contradictory to the reality that we see. It's a parking bay, you can't get anything in, but you can certainly get in on one side here. And just to say, point out there, I see a small little camper van over there from Germany. So yeah, we've got lots of people, you know, we're going into the middle of winter here, and you know, slowly there over the wall, just to see how, hello, there we have one of our local cows in there just passing by. However, so this is a fine unit. I mean, this is a standard unit. We see them all over Europe. Perfectly great engineering, takes away, means there's no effluent or anything could be around here. But are you asking me, do I think it's unacceptable? Look at around here. I mean, this is the response so far to tidying this thing up. I don't think it's okay. So again, for Garry Martin, I think it's fantastic that you have done two things. Firstly, you have legitimated the value of my role as feedback as a user and a member of the public to assist you people in doing your job and maintaining standards. Again, I can't help but say hello to our friends over here. Hello boys. A bit camera shy, I must say. And I just hope that for motorhome users throughout Ireland otherwise, and those of us who recognise the value to our culture, to how people perceive Ireland, etc., to make our country as welcoming as possible, and to prevent the idea of people throwing emptying toilets inside of the road, etc., or even throwing away their grey water. It's so easy to provide facilities around here. I mean, we're talking about maybe 100 square meters that we have to set aside for this. I find it was really unacceptable that vehicles were left there. I'm not sure who owns these buildings. I also have a query. I presume some of taxpayers' money is being used to fund this, and this is what should be done. We need to provide these if we're going to have a quality tourist experience. But at the very minimum, I would expect this to be kept clean and tidy, because it's a lot easier to keep a place clean and tidy when you start off at that measure. So I hope, the other thing is I hope is that maybe people will take a note from this, and when you see facilities for motorhomes around the place, let's all work together to try and make a higher quality standard facility for users of these services. You know, as I finish off, there's our friends from the our German friends are travelling around, and over the years up here in Machaire Rabhartaigh, we have met with many people who often come down here, and I suppose we're lucky that we only have to travel a number of kilometres to enjoy the magic and the beauty of this place. And we all sit and have sing-songs with motorhomers from throughout Europe. So I hope this encourages motorhome users and members of the public that yes, it is possible to reach out to the establishment and to the statutory authorities and to meet a professional response. I thank again Garry Martin for his the speed at which he got back to me, that he has legitimated my concerns and complaints, and I just hope that he follows up on this. You know, well done on what we've done so far, but much more to do. I do hope when I visit this place again that this has been improved on, and certainly as we get into the tourist season for next summer, we should make the west coast of Ireland, you know, the best quality experience that any visitors can come to. Because I mean, if the idea of having mass manufacturing the west coast of Ireland or the wild west Atlantic is not going to happen. What we have is a beautiful environment which can be friendly, health giving, and it'll enhance people's mental wellness as well as everything. So why not make a good experience for them?